Oh, okay. I'm glad I haven't touched you yet for Kaisa. Otherwise I predict I would have meant the end of our family. But hey, drop Bane, because wanna main Kaisa?
You the hunter or the prey?
As most creatures from the void, you would think she's an ugly monster that wants to eat you alive. But she's kinda the opposite.
Stop looking at my daughter or you will become part of her bioarmor as many void creatures have before.
Great, he just spoiled it. As you heard, Kaisa means Kaisa's dad.
You are the father!
I assume if you want to main Kaisa it's because you have recently watched American Sniper and wanna try those W's. You just watched a race of some sort and wanna drive on those curves, best champs on league. Or you think Bane is a bit too old, like come on, she came out on like what, 2011? 2011! What were you doing back then? Plotting up at the end of the wall on 2012? I agree with Kaisa. Maybe it's time to take Bane to the presidency so Kaisa can take over. What does Kaisa bring to the table, you may ask? What doesn't she bring to the table, will be quicker? She brings so many things that 4 champions of 2011 cannot make everything she has. Kaisa is the equivalent of a platypus. A bunch of animals merged into one to make a super animal, and I am not speaking of her suit. Kaisa has attack speed steroids, movement speed steroids, becomes ghosted, invisible, which is all of them are amazing tools for positioning, and all of these can be spammed every 5 to 7 seconds. I know what you're thinking, but minion! That doesn't seem like a lot. Why didn't I tell you this is just her E? Dash! Marks! Percentage mixed health damage! Which I give you maybe Bane's max health through damage might still better. A semi-global proposition slash escape slash gap close ultimate with a shield bigger than the distance here to the moon. A semi-global finisher or setup ability. W. Sheer diversity on which she can go AP, AD or A-mish. Yes, I'm proud of that joke because her suit is actually biological and not technological. For real, when you're playing her champ, it's something like this.
Whatever you want to be. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Oh! And did I mention she hits a certain amount of bonus AD, attack speed, and AP she evolves! Lastly, Kaisa possesses something which Vayne also doesn't. A father! Kaisa is one of the Void Touch. Humans which survive the horror and corruption of the Void on a way or another. We only know Kassadin, who went mad, but she has a good heart. Malzahar, who also went mad and is the villain guy, and lastly Kaisa being the only one who didn't went mad and is non-corrupted thanks to her bio helmet. If you watched previous videos, you will have heard I mentioned the Darkins. They are another example of Void Touch, as they are a faction which went insane after being highly traumatized by the events in the now called Void War. Carry on with Kaisa, she was consumed as a child by the Void and she survived her way until she was able to return to Runeterra a decade after. Her suit is a forced symbiosis between herself and a void creature, so similar to Venom, Carnage or Scream being forced by a person to symbiote with them. Her suit can be upgraded, which is reflected on her abilities, as I will explain shortly. It is theorized, and backed by one voice line, that Kaisa suits is an individual from classic species, hence why both can evolve. All upgrades are as well trophies of void creatures she has defeated during her time on the void. When killing living creatures, her suit gets recharged, so although Kaisa is not a killer, the suit is. Which makes me wonder, if she doesn't feed it, will it eat her alive? It's a void monster after all. Do you know what's crazy than wearing dead bodies? That the majority of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so what are you waiting for? We put a lot of effort into these videos and I think you will have a blast on the channel, so hit the subscribe button, hit the like button and carry on with the video. Moving into her abilities, her passive is Second Skin. The first part of the passive is Living Weapon, which I will explain the evolution conditions in each ability, and her evolutions can be cancelled with base, E and W, which is something you need to time correctly. Her second part is Plasma, which your auto attacks and W apply stacks of Plasma up to 5, allies immobilizing effects and Polymorph also apply stack, and lastly, Caustic Wounds is the big boom after you stack a proc of Plasma. Your fifth attack will deal 15% plus 5% every 100 IP, missing health bonus magic damage. Also a quick side note, I think you can tell how the lore part and main part, I recorded this on the morning and now I'm recording this part at like 5 in the morning and my girlfriend's like sleeping, you can like actually tell. Right, moving to the Q, Icathian Rain. Shoots 6 missiles that distributes around the targets next to you, only visible targets though, so you cannot spot people on bushes. Increased damage when fighting isolated, and I try to avoid big waves as they will just spread to the minions and you will deal significant less damage. And when this ability pulls with AD and it shoots 12 missiles instead of 6, increasing your 1v1 damage. Her W is Void Seeker. Throws a very long range projectile which reveals the area in its trajectory. A small area though, it's not like Ash's hookshot. And when it hits an enemy, reveals them for 4 seconds and applies 2 stacks of the passive. Evolves with AP, applies 3 stacks when evolved and reduces the cooldown by 77% off. Hence why Sniper Kaisa is a thing. And I can guarantee nothing will kill you more than Sniper Kaisa because you know I try to play glass cannons and it fucking destroys my HP bar. But I do destroy hers if I get to her as well, so I guess it's fair enough. Harry, which I already explained you earlier, is Supercharge, which she charges her next auto attack. During this charge, she becomes ghosted and gains bonus movement speed. Once the charge, she runs around like that, and I mean repositioning, you gain bonus AD and attack speed. Ghost the ghosting, lets you go through waves and it evolves with attack speed, grants you invisibility for 0.5 seconds. With your E, you can trick your enemies by becoming invisible and run into a bush, for example. I asked my mate who's an editing man and he believed this is a good tip, so thanks to the blue minion on the opposite side of the reef for helping me out on this video.
Look, up in the sky, it's a bird!
It's a plane!
It's Kaisa!
Yes?
It's Kaisa! Lastly, her ultimate is Killer Instinct. She instantly shields herself for 2 seconds and dashes to the target location of an enemy recently affected by plasma. W is a way to set up long-range kills. You can also reset your auto-attack timer and cast any ability which flying. Also, all the circle area on the enemy has. You can click anywhere you want. Believe me, this actually took me so long to read this, I cannot choose. Like, I remember when I first play Kaisa, I just click on the champions because you know I do play jungle, so I play like Nocturne, right? And I'm just used to just click on the champion, and then my ADC mate is like, minion, do you know you can click on all the second like blue minion? No way I can click, and he's like, yes, red minion, you can click on second, and I'm like, no way, and then I try it out, and suddenly, honestly, it was so much easy to kill because I was actually asking him, bro, how does Kaisa get the repositioning? I see when you do it, but I cannot manage. He's like, you can click anywhere, and I was like, honestly, I never felt so idiot. This happened like a year ago, but I feel like an absolute moron. Also, if the enemy is next to a wall, you can use it to run away flying. I'm going over the wall. I will. There should be a clip on here. Moving into her build. Oh god, this is gonna be a fun one. We have 81, 82, AP1, AP2, and hybrid. Right, so moving into 81, which is going to be your standard one, is going to be Kraken Slayer or Kali Force. Moving to a Collector, Berserker Grips, Far Cannon or Phantom Dancer, and then an Infinity Edge. Your 82 is a Lethality Assassin build. You must start on this order. Serrated Dirk, Pickaxe, and Chook Longswords. It's very important that you follow this, as you will be able to Q evolve. Then you want to do Collector into Essence River, Berserkers, Tractor, Nashors, and Sonias. Your AP1 is the Sniper, which you want to do on the AP builds. You want to do a Serrated Dirk first item and then move into the build so you can have a quick Q evolve. So then moving into the build. Manamune, Sorks, Ludens, Nashors, Sonia, and Robodons. Your AP2 safe build, it will be again Serrated Dirk, very important first. Then Manamune, Berserker, Nashors, and Crown. The Berserker, you will, the Serrated Dirk, you will just sell it afterwards. You evolve your Q. Just remember the evolution stays once you evolve, but you want to rush the evolution, otherwise you will fall behind. And then your hybrid build is going to be Kraken Slayer into Wit and Nashors, Sonia or Insho or Rabadon, so you can kind of choose if you want to go more hit or you want to play more safe with the Sonias. Also, note, unless you're playing Sniper Kaisa, you always want to go Berserker Grips because your evolutions depend on it, and the longer you delay your attack speed, the longer you don't have invisibility on it, which is a huge power spike. So always Berserker Grips, even maybe on the Sniper one, but you can go Sorks on the Sniper one. It's up to you, really. So moving to your runes, your standard page is going to be Hell of Blaze into Taste of Blood into Ivor Collection and Ultimate Hunter, followed by secondaries of Cosmic Insight and Biscuit Delivery, or Presence of Mind and Legend Alacrity, and your main runes are going to be Attack Speed, Attack Damage, Adaptive Damage, and a Armor. Versus tanks, you want to go Lethal Tempo into Presence of Mind, Bloodline Cutdown with secondaries Transcendence and Gathering Storm, and your mini runes are going to stay the same. And then for your AP builds, so this is for the Manamune Crown and the Manamune Snipers Ludens build, you're going to go Hell of Blaze, Taste of Blood, Ivor Collection, Ingenious Hunter, because this reduces your cooldown on the Sonias and on the Crown, and on the Ludens Yeah, your Ludens can get. I swear I was watching a video about this yesterday, about a Wukong AP, honestly. And I think it goes from 9 to 7 seconds, I'm pretty sure. Then your secondaries are going to be Transcendence, into Gathering Storm again, and then your mini runes are going to stay the same. Your combos are attack move. Nah, I'm joking. So basically, if you see something like a Bane farming alone or anyone out of position, you could always throw a W and then into an R and one-shot them and then force a 5v4 for an objective. W is a great way to set up kills for yourself. You can also auto-attack R, like on the spot, so you reset your auto-attack timer on close fights, and you can also E, auto-attack 3 times with Hell of Blades, then press R to reset your auto-attack, throw an auto-attack, WQ, and this combo does improve with attack speed. For your matchups on support synergies, we have bad matchups. Draven, probably better off permabanning. It's very support dependent, this matchup. Miss Fortune is a very hard matchup to trade, especially against double tap poke, because she just Qs into a minion and that has a huge chunk of damage, especially if whenever you're watching this guide, what's the rune? Comet Misfortune is popular, that's gonna destroy your lane. And lastly, Casio, because her W basically cancels half of your kit with your cancelling your E and your R. For your good matchups are going to be Jhin, Ezreal, and Sivir, and moving into your synergies, Leona is an excellent setup for you. Then Nautilus same than Leona with a nice level 2. Rel, she applies 2 stacks instantly, and it's a great engage to stop, so you both have the same goal throughout the game. Thresh is same than the others, but however he does provide you with extra safety with his lantern, which might help you to farm better and get far down lane. And Lulu, I do not have to explain why Lulu is a good support. All my homies hate Lulu. Like, honestly, forget about Fiora, we all hate Lulu, and I think we all can. Don't get me wrong, having Lulu on your team, amazing. Having Lulu against my worst nightmare, fuck polymorph, is not balanced. Welcome to the first part of the video, Canny Jungle! It's way better clear than Bane, to be fair. The only problem is that Raptors push you pretty low, so I will try to do a 5 camp, avoiding Raptors. Here you can see another gameplay. However, it's healthy overall, so I would say she's a bit here. Just avoid Raptors, it pretty much fuck ups your clear. And lastly, her skins. She has Base, Bullet Angel, KDA, RG, Arcade, KDA All Out, and Lagoon Dragon. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Wanna Main. I will see you next Monday with a new Wanna Main. I hope this new Wanna Main Kaisa has helped you to understand how much build diversity a champion can have. I hope you enjoy the 4 builds, and I hope you at least play 20 of your 100 next ranked games on mid lane. I will see you next week. Goodbye!